Welcome to the fantastic world of Fantastic Frontier, one of Roblox's hidden gems. I've been playing this game for the past few days now, and the player count is just depressing. That's why I'm making this video. I want to share this beautiful game because only a few players really play it every day. And if you like MMORPGs and RPGs in general, then I suggest trying this game out. First off, Fantastic Frontier sets itself apart with its rich and detailed world. When I mean detailed, I mean incredibly large and a lot of content. The sheer amount of content is just really huge. From going into a rat's dream and talking to a flipping crocodile that gives you random items, to killing a witch spider thing that you can get actually really good stuff. You can basically play this game for hours on end for every day and still have a lot of content to discover. Well, it actually still has its problem. For example, the gameplay mechanics, it's a bit iffy because it has a bit of performance issues. I don't think it's within the game, it's more like within the Roblox itself. It's because of its servers. When you're trying to shoot spells, it kind of gets like this. It's a bit laggy, and it looks like the projectile took a break in mid-air because it's tired. This doesn't only apply to combat, it also affects fishing and something like sprinting. Now, there is a quick fix to this, but it's just joining another server because the server itself is the problem. If the server is laggy, then just find another server that isn't laggy, which can be a pretty, a bit annoying at times. But yeah, that's basically a quick fix to it. But other than that, if you get past that issue, the gameplay mechanics is actually incredibly simple. Instead of a leveling system for progression, the game uses equipment instead. You can progress by buying better equipment and better weapons. If you're in the early game, you can mine stuff and, craft your own darn weapons. I'm not sure if you need to still do some mining in the late game, but I'm pretty sure you do. You can also get the items from defeating bosses, and there's a ton of weapons and armors in this game. And by that, I mean you can go from real guns to a rocket that uses gnomes for ammunition. This game has like 80 plus weapons and 70 plus armor sets. As far as I'm counting, I may be off, but it has a lot of things. Of course, with this many armor sets also comes a variety of enemies and locations. Take for example the otherworldly tower. You defeat a certain enemy on each floor that gets harder as you go up, and the higher level you reach, the better the rewards are. But also it's really hard because most of the enemies here can one-shot you, so yeah, just imagine the bosses. But of course, fighting isn't the only way to get money and, items. You can also go fishing, you know, to get different types of fish if you like collecting stuff. And you can also sometimes find crates that contain items in it. You can also go farming, which is, for some reason, it's the easiest way to make millions because of a certain plant. I forgot what type of plant it is because I can't exactly buy it because it's worth millions, but you also get millions back if you plant it and harvest it. Or you can just simply go explore the world and find things right off the ground. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things on the ground in this game, like mushrooms that are worth a lot, to stuff like a frog trapped in a cage. This thing, for some reason, is a thing with frogs. I don't know. And Fantastic Frontier also has its community. Now, it has a very small player count, averaging it every day, but the community itself is, very loyal to the game. If you join Grandmaster Julian's server, they will actually help you out with your whole thing. And also the YouTubers are trying to trying to guide you through the game because the game itself doesn't have a guide. So if you're lost, join the server and watch some videos if you're really that lost. The community is active and welcoming, so you probably won't find any toxic players here. If you just go into a random server and try to ask for people to help you with the tower, if you're like in the mid game, or go into the server and ask for people to help you with the tower or certain bosses, they will probably most likely help you. And that's basically it. I really just enjoy this game and just want to share it with everyone. It has like a lot of quests, a lot of content, a lot of items, a lot of bosses, and it's basically like the MMORPG that I really wanted. So if you haven't played it yet, now it's like, why don't you give it a try? Okay, just give it a try if you like it or not. Okay, maybe don't decide it right off the bat, because the early game is pain, incredible. It's pain. Okay, I'm trying to explain this to you, but the early game is ass. Okay, you have to do a lot of grinding, but when you get to mid game to early mid game to late game, the game gets like the game gets really fun. So try it. That's basically it. Bye.